Ron, moron. It's you little puke.
W-T-L.
And welcome back, everybody, to WTL. Where's the Line? Nebraska's first and only sports betting show. I'm your host, Andy Klassen, joined by
The J.O.
The J.O. from Nebraska, now out of Omaha. But we got to get right to it. We had some fun there talking prediction markets, talking Huskers and their phenomenal run. 17-0.
Incredible.
Wow.
I still can't believe it.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy.
Nebraska ball.
But we now got to get into the NFL playoffs. And we're getting down to the nitty-gritty of the divisional round. And let's start with the AFC. Let's start with the Saturday game. Bills versus Broncos. That's a 3:30 kickoff. It's going to be in Denver. This is a curious one already because it opened up with the Bills as a slim 1.5 favorite. Line totally flipped about a day later. The Broncos got to be a 1.5 favorite. Last time I opened up the Warhorse Sportsbook app, we got into the Bet Builder app. It was a coin flip. It was 0-0.
Oh my.
So this is a straight up coin flip of a game, and there can be a case made for either side. Where are you going?
Well, I mean, Denver's defense is something. I mean, that's why they're there, right?
Yeah.
It's 100% the defense. That's what got them to the 1 seed. Bo Nix ain't it. Bo Nix hasn't proved that he's the difference maker yet. But, you know, you step up and do those playoffs. The Bills have been here before many, many times.
Yes, they have.
Their offense is incredible. Man, that spread being a pick 'em.
Yeah.
I really liked the idea of Bills plus 1.5.
Yeah.
I'll be honest with you. When I was getting points with the Bills, I was like, let's go.
Yeah, that's evaporated. I bet if you shopped it around enough, and it's really hard to get a gauge on, well, who's the sharp money? Who's the squares? You know, because this thing is so tight, and there really can be a case made for both sides. The Bills are so beat up, and it starts with Josh Allen.
Yeah.
We saw it that previous game. He already had a busted up ankle. I think he went into that X-ray, that little blue tent, twice in the first half, and he was still scrambling, dragging players towards the end zone. I think he had 2 linebackers on his back and still drug them 8 yards towards the end zone on one of those later drives. On the very opposite end of the spectrum, the Broncos are getting healthy. They had a nice little bye week there, being the 1 seed, and they're at home.
They are at home. And Sean Payton, man,
And you're all, and I get it, but the best player on the field is the quarterback, is Josh Allen. I'm just thinking he is so beat up. It is so contingent on him, where the Broncos, I feel, just have more going for them. Also, I think that bye is going to play into this.
So hear me out. Josh Allen, he's the best player on the field, right? We can all agree on that.
Yes.
Do you think, even though he's beat up, do you think, and he's been here before, that playoff experience, that talent, the MVP talent of Josh Allen isn't enough to overcome and score? Because what are they going to need to win this game? 24 points probably?
Yeah, that's what the total is saying. It's not budging really from 46 to 47.
Right.
Yeah.
24 points. You don't think Josh Allen, MVP Josh Allen, can't put together enough to get 24 points to beat these Broncos?
You know, this is one of the best defenses in the league, is the Broncos defense. And you mentioned what might be lacking with Bo Nix, but he's got a world-class, a Super Bowl championship level coach.
Yes, he does.
And he has that defense in his back pocket as well. So I like the idea of Josh Allen being able to rise up and will this team to one more victory. But how many times can you go to the well and do that?
Right.
The script is out on the Bills and what has to happen, and they're just as beat up as ever, including Mr. Allen.
Yeah, it definitely, whenever a run for a team comes to an end, it's generally something like this, where it's like, man, they gave it everything they had. They're going down one last full swing. And the Bills have been very good for how many years now with this team, this staff, like just putting it together.
Yeah, and I think that's an unfair. I'm seeing a lot of posts out there and quarterback comparisons, and everyone's saying, "Oh, if Allen was ever going to do it, this is the year. No Lamar Jackson, no Patrick Mahomes." It's like that. Yeah, no Herbert. There. that was a good one.
No, thank you.
But it really is a team game, and there's also wonky stats out there that show lesser quarterbacks with a lot more playoff wins than some of the big-time names out there. I think C.J. Stroud has 2 more playoff wins than Dak Prescott, or 3 more. Like, what?
He's a guy that always plays in the first round and gets those wins. Yeah, it's true.
Somehow turns the ball over 3 times in the red zone and they
still win.
Yeah. And meanwhile, Dak is like one of the leading yards guy year in and year out, and just, that speaks to the point of it. It really is a team game, and for that, I like Denver in this coin flip right here. Do you have a player prop?
I do, actually. The as good as the Denver defense is, something they haven't been very good at is stopping tight ends. They've given up over 1,000 yards to tight ends this season. I do an anytime touchdown with Dawson Knox of the Bills. He has scored a touchdown in 2 of the last 5 games. Denver doesn't defend him very well. I like Dawson Knox find himself open. Maybe Josh Allen could just chuck one up there and see what happens.
That's interesting because remember last week we went heavy in on Puka Nacua?
Yes.
And being the leading receiver throughout the playoffs. Well, that line has gotten even sharper now, and he's at actually minus money now.
I bet.
But one of the guys right behind him that's in the runnings as one of the top guys being a bet on is Kincaid, the other tight end for the Bills.
Really?
So that
actually speaks to what I'm saying there.
That's exactly what you're saying there. I'll go with an anytime touchdown, and I'll go with Josh Allen.
Okay.
I think Denver's defense is going to shut down Cook as much as possible, limit his runs. And when that happens, Josh scrambles. Josh makes it happen. Like you said, I think he's going to do everything in his power to get this team over the hump, or try to. And a lot of times that means in the red zone, he's going to get into that end zone.
Man, to exactly your point, and as much as I'm saying they don't defend tight ends very well, Denver crushes running backs. So you nailed it, because Josh Allen, if he's gonna make it happen on the ground, it's gonna be his feet. So that makes sense.
Yep. Should we shift gears here and head on over to the other divisional round game in the AFC? It's going to be on Sunday, the 2:00 game.
Okay, ESPN.
ESPN. So that will be the Texans at New England, heading to a well-rested New England Patriots team. Patriots are a solid 3-point favorite. That total pretty low, 40. Sitting at 40 right now. Texans are no strangers to being the underdogs. They actually play fairly well being an underdog. This line, a lot of books had it open up at 2.5. You're seeing a lot of 3s across the board now. We'll say a consensus 3 out there.
Yeah, that's what I'm seeing is 3, and that total at 40.5.
Mm-hmm.
And that sounds about right.
Yeah.
The 3's going to New England. They're sitting in New England. This makes a lot of sense. Texans defense is so good.
Yeah, they are.
So good.
Yeah, you saw that.
Yeah.
Sorry, Chargers.
And the Patriots, like their defense, very good as well. But they don't necessarily pile it on with Drake May. So I don't foresee a lot of points in this football game. I don't know. What do you think?
I don't either. I really, and the Patriots are getting healthy on defense. I heard they're getting 3 key guys back. Remember all that talk with Drake May being an MVP?
Right.
So you start putting all these factors together, and I don't know. I almost feel like Patriots -3 might be one of the better bets out there in this divisional round.
So you like the Patriots?
I like the Patriots -3 here.
Okay.
At home, well rested. If the Steelers can somehow hang in there with the Texans, I'm thinking a well-rounded team, a well-rested team, a well-coached team in the Patriots at home is going to take care of business here.
See, I saw Mike Vrabel get headbutt in the face at the end of last week's game, and he's bleeding from his lip, right?
Sure, yes, he was.
I saw that, and I thought, well, they're going to watch their coach all beat up all week, and they're going to wonder, do we have that kind of toughness? And I'm thinking that there's no way that they're going to go in there thinking that they are as good as the Texans, not even on the toughness level. So that stuck in my brain all week.
Well, what stuck with me was how many times C.J. Stroud got in the red zone and continuously either fumbled the ball or just threw the ball straight to
yeah, that's a good point.
Steeler. Like they should have dominated that game the way that defense played throughout the entirety of that game against Aaron Rodgers, and they still just couldn't put the Steelers away. That was such a ugly game. Made no sense to me how this is playoff football. This is the cream of the crop. This is the NFL. So I got for whatever lumps, blemishes the Patriots might have had a week ago. And if you're a fiery coach getting headbutt in a bloody lip,
yeah.
Well, I still like that more than what I saw from the Texans.
That. Well, I believe in their defense, and I believe in the Texans' offense to do enough. I like the idea of getting 3 points there, but my play would be Houston money line getting the plus 145.
Okay,
I do think Houston's going to outright win the game.
Okay,
but surely take the 3 points.
Yeah. All right. You got a player prop?
Absolutely. I was impressed with Drake May's legs last week.
Okay.
66 yards on the Chargers, 41 the week before that against Miami. He's averaging nearly 29 yards on the ground a game. The line is at 24.5. So with everything on the line, I think Drake May's going to be running again.
Yeah.
I take the over on his rushing yards.
Okay. And he's a very athletic guy. He's a very athletic quarterback, kind of undersold. He got some of his flowers earlier in the season and then kind of faded a little bit, but no, he's more than capable. Any of the unders on CJ Stroud, I am so out on this guy. Also, Nico Collins is number one target, number one receiver. There we go. Got it. He's probably going to be out. He's injured. If nothing, he's not going to be anywhere close to 100%. So I don't care if it's passing yards, rushing yards, anytime turnover. Piled on CJ Stroud for me.
That's awesome. So we know where you stand.
Yeah. Yep. I like the Patriots this
Fair
week.
enough.
I don't know. I like the home team. All right, you heard the horn there. That means we're up against it, but let's take a minute to recognize one of our fabulous partners, and that is the linemakers.com, where we don't chase the hype, we decode it, treating every wager like an investment. Linemakers.com. We make the line so you beat the book. Don't go anywhere. This is WTL.